What's up guys, welcome back from the YgoPro duel video next match Cross-Banlist Cup. I'm almost done with the first part, you know, the first series of matches, and then it's all the way back to the beginning again. The next matchup here we have the Zombiesworns from 2009, same era as Teledad, at the end of the Teledad era, with multiple cards of safe return right, the full zombie engine, triple burial, triple Mizuki, triple plague spreader, malicious of course, heavily focusing on the level 8 synchro plays right. But yeah, Zombiesworns from 2009 is paired against like a super strong deck, like almost, well, the deck is indeed still relevant, so I can pretty much say 10 years after it, even though small differences of course in compared to today's format is having access, well, this particular list has, or at least had access to triple Beatrice. I mean, big A fire with triple Beatrice is so insane. Again, the votes, again we are hitting over 1,000 votes, thanks again, like always feel free to leave, you know, the votes, the potential winner of the next match in the top right corner, the eye. Anyway, so we see most people prefer or seeing Burning Abyss win over LIGHTSWORNS zombies. I get why the Zombiesworns decklist, even though it's very strong, it's from the same age as Teledad, so 2008ish, 2009, this particular list. It's actually a super insane list, but it struggles. It has a lot of things, and the first card that comes to mind is Dueling. I mean, this is using, at least, yeah, this particular list is using Synchro's pre-hidden arsenal, if I'm not mistaken, with, you know, Dueling, Catester, and especially Dueling is so important to Mistworm as well. Mistworm would have been very solid against Dante/Beatrice deck, but I mean, this first turn, this first turn says it all. I mean, only having access to one card of safe return, I believe it was a 3 back then, but again, breaking, etc. The card of safe return is such, well, at least was such a ridiculous card, still banned for a good reason, although an errata would definitely fix the card, but going first, like, only 10 cards left in my deck, Malicious is ready, so we definitely should expect the pre-errata Crash Card Virus, and you know, this particular field going first back in 2009 definitely was GG well played. Your field backed up with Stardust, double Stardust, you know, Mirror Force as well against your opponent's Heavy Storm, Space Typhoon or whatever, and Crush Card them away for a million pluses, get free information about your hand as well. But nope, the problem here is we're playing against Burning Abyss, and the deck that's, as you know, I don't need to explain Burning Abyss, but with their infinite loop of keep looping Seer and Dante, that's like an infinite wall of defense, and that's just a huge problem for this deck. And well, because, you know, Beatrice with its 2800 defense is quite a lot, and that there aren't really a lot of boss monsters, aka synchros, here in this particular list from 2009 that can easily get rid of Beatrice. And again, no Dueling, no Mistworm to easily get rid of a Beatrice without triggering her. And Colossal Fighter is one of those cards that has an okay attack point, an attack stat, a high attack stat to get rid of Beatrice, and of course can attack over the next big beat sticks that return or get special summoned to the field when Beatrice is destroyed. But yeah, it's just a problem, right? He's perfectly playing around the double Stardust. I mean, the Stardust is fine, I guess, against Twin Twister, against well, yeah, Fogblade doesn't really do anything against Stardust, but against what is it called, the Break Sword, yeah, Break Sword, but yeah, it's just, you know, Farfa will just banish the Stardust, and then he can just use Twin Twister and eventually get rid of my entire field. Okay, Colossal Fighter is eventually going to hold him off, but this is a problem. The Rebellion, I can't get rid of Rebellion. There is, yeah, no, indeed, there is one out here in the extra deck. It's the Parset level 8 Synchro, which is, I think the only possible way to make it is with regular effect monsters, and the effect monsters need to be light, so I'm looking at Lumina, double Lumina, and of course Plague Spreader Zombie being your level 2 tuner monster. And again, that's I think my only way now with the card access to get rid of that high attack Rebellion Dragon, and that's of course a huge problem. So I'm taking some nice damage, and Break Sword is fine, I guess, but Colossal Fighter is eventually going to hold him off. But yeah, here is where, okay, my thought process, let's go for the Parset, but I was playing a little bit too quickly, like probably less lost some concentration, used Lumina another time, the second time, and that wasn't supposed to, at least that wasn't supposed to happen, but in the long run it's not going to matter, since we see now he does a failure that could could potentially have blocked the par set of putting his his Rebellion in defense. So again, in the long run, it doesn't really matter. I go for Red Dragon Archfiend to get rid of the Lila. You know, Lila milling 3 cards in the end phase, but it's not going to matter. Zombie Master, nah, again, what can I do? Links would have been good, Exceeds would have been very solid, but nope. Decklist from 2009 did not have access to those delicious cards. Again, going first, I mean, I can go second, but then there is a problem I have to face with like Dante or Beatrice set up with Fogblade, and for this deck that's hard to play around. So going first again, and again feeling quite awkward. I can go for Stardust, but what is Stardust going to do against, you know, Dante? Dante can just suicide, Beatrice can, well, nah, it's not going to suicide with Beatrice, but Dante is definitely the case. So going first turn Stardust with no backup, and I mean Mirror Force or Crash Card, that didn't really seem too good. So go for double Colossal Fighter, again quite a decent, but there are still so many options to get rid of it, and I'm looking at Breaksword, for example. I'm looking at Fogblade to kind of shut down the Colossal Fighter, well, prevent Colossal Fighter to get rid of his beatsticks, the Beatrice, the Dante into another Beatrice. It's again insane that special summon is not once per turn. Normal summon of Torigite again gets him another level 3 on his side of the field, and Levier, there is always the option that he could go for the Utopic F-Zero, I believe the name is, but yeah, Breaksword is also going to eventually should be, yep, indeed, yeah, the emptiness, just in case of course, or just flexing. Both are fine, I guess. So game number 3, it's not going too well. Again, I'm going first, and don't get me wrong, for the time, back in 2009, all these hands were quite good, especially, you know, these extra draws, the mills off of Charge of the Light Brigade, and, you know, Solar Recharge, setting up your graveyard with Mizuki, Plague Spreader, Malicious, definitely very solid. Having Gorse in hand, as I mentioned in the previous videos, back in the old school days, Gorse was a game switcher. It could like turn your game upside down for the player who dropped the Gorse. Anyway, so Heavy Storm, at least Heavy Storm, you know, getting rid of both Fogblades, and Hades is going to come in very handy. Maybe a small mistake on his part, but doesn't matter since he does have double Dante. So again, eventually, thanks to a return from Burial indeed, from a different dimension, I'm able to get Hades eventually on the field. Using Goyo Guardian's special summoning effect didn't really matter too much, right? Getting or stealing his quote-unquote Dante. But yeah, Hades is preventing one Dante from activating, but I tried to push for a game, but nope, that's definitely not the option to do Fogblade, and yeah, even though he's very low on life points, there is absolutely no way to, you know, steal this particular duel. There's maybe Tempest Magician, you know, Tempest Magician with the tokens, well, the spell counters and the dealing, I believe 500 burn damage for that, but no hands, so that's definitely not going to work, and let alone him potentially having access to Fogblade, so... But yeah, well, that's the problem, right? I mean, I have so many beatsticks on the field, but there is no way, or at least I have 0 options, no Bridal Neck, no Mistworm to bounce away those Burning Abyss Exceeds like Beatrice, Dante, prevent them from triggering, and yeah, that's just BS. Triple Beatrice, it's definitely a problem. I do have, I think, only 1 Necro card now left in my graveyard, and yeah, there is again, well, eventually he's going for the Rebellion again, gaining some extra attack points, and yeah, same old situation as in game number 1. There is absolutely no way I can get rid of like a huge attack Rebellion beatstick. That sounds strange, but that's how it was. Okay, Mirror Force, Crush Card, but yeah, in this situation, nope. And yeah, getting back the Farfa. Not really sure how many copies of Farfa are in that particular Burning Abyss deck. I think 2, maybe 3. I think 3. But yeah, just normal summon the Farfa, bounce away, banish the Goyo Guardian, and now he's able to attack for game. So what can I do, right? It's just a very strong list, a very strong deck, Burning Abyss, and yeah, Zombiesworns didn't really have an answer for, you know, the Dante/Beatrice shenanigans and looping, right? So I think we have a well-deserved winner here with Burning Abyss with a clean 3-0 over Zombiesworns/LIGHTSWORNS Zombies. So next matchup, as you see here, Gleeforce from 2014 when they were at their prime. Full Force Gleeforce versus Paleofrogs. Paleozoics featuring frogs. Again, feel free to leave your prediction upper right corner. Again, the eye symbol or, you know, a comment down below. Okay, guys, that's it. Thanks for watching and feel free to leave a comment or a like if you enjoyed the video. Lithium signing out. Peace.